Reincarnation is one of the most fascinating spiritual ideas appearing in many cultures and especially central in Buddhism. At its heart, reincarnation is not a mystical fantasy, but a way of explaining the continuity of consciousness. The human body is temporary, yet the flow of the mind stream, shaped by actions and intentions, continues across lifetimes. Just as a candle flame lights another candle without being identical, so too does one life give rise to another. This cycle of birth and death, known as samsara, is driven by karma, the moral law of cause and effect. In Buddhism, reincarnation is not random. Where and how one is reborn depends on past actions, thoughts, and speech. Acts of kindness, generosity, and compassion create positive conditions, while selfishness, greed, and cruelty plant seeds of suffering. Each life, therefore, is both a result of the past and an opportunity to reshape the future. Reincarnation is not punishment or reward from outside, but a natural unfolding of the seeds we ourselves plant. This gives a deep sense of responsibility for how we live now. To illustrate, consider the Jataka tales, ancient stories of the Buddha's past lives. In one famous account, the Bodhisattva was reborn as a rabbit who lived in the forest. When a hungry traveler had nothing to eat, the rabbit, moved by compassion, leapt into a fire to offer his own body as food. The god Indra, touched by such sacrifice, saved him and marked his image on the moon. The story reminds us that even in animal forms, compassion and virtue accumulate, eventually leading to full enlightenment. These tales teach that every small act of kindness matters and carries forward beyond a single lifetime. Beyond scriptures, there are also modern cases that spark curiosity. For example, some children around the world have recalled detailed memories of past lives, names, places, even circumstances of death, later verified by independent researchers. While science has not fully explained such phenomena, they raise important questions. Is memory only tied to the brain, or can consciousness transcend physical death? Whether we interpret these accounts literally or metaphorically, they encourage us to reflect on the mystery of life and the continuity of mind. In daily life, the teaching of reincarnation has a practical effect. It encourages mindfulness, ethical living, and compassion. Knowing that actions echo beyond this lifetime, we naturally become more careful with how we speak and act. For instance, a person facing hardship may see it not only as bad luck, but as an opportunity to learn, transform, and sow better seeds for the future. Likewise, someone who practices generosity may not immediately see results, but over time, those seeds create conditions for joy and well-being in future lives. This perspective brings both hope and accountability. Importantly, Buddhism also teaches that the ultimate goal is not endless rebirth, but liberation from the cycle. Samsara is compared to a wheel that spins because of ignorance and desire. By cultivating wisdom and compassion, practicing mindfulness and meditation, one can transcend the cycle and realize nirvana, a state of freedom beyond birth and death. Thus, reincarnation is not meant to trap us in fear, but to inspire us to live consciously and seek liberation. Take a modern example. Imagine a person born into poverty who chooses honesty and compassion despite hardship. Their kindness builds trust, their diligence opens opportunities, and over time, their life changes. Even if the full result is not visible now, in the Buddhist view, these choices carry forward into future lives. Reincarnation, then, is less about who we used to be and more about who we are becoming through every thought and deed. Ultimately, reincarnation and past life stories are not meant to entertain curiosity alone. They serve as reminders that life is interconnected, continuous, and shaped by our choices.